Are you kidding me?
Right.
And he used them, and we're going to start with this verse this week in Luke 18. He used the publicans to teach people how to pray.
Right. Yep.
I mean, so when I'm thinking about Jesus instructing me to teach somebody, to treat somebody like a publican,
Right.
I have to consider the fact that Jesus bid them to follow him, that Jesus would sit and eat a meal with them, that he would use them as an example on how to pray.
Right.
So now if I'm going to treat somebody like that, I'm going to have a little respect and dignity for them. So let's reread that, Tom,
Okay.
in Luke 18.
Let's.
Because it's a good
verse
one.
10.
Oh, let's read verse 9, Tom.
Okay.
Let's
I was
back it
just
up.
going to suggest
All
that.
right.
I don't think
That's
I backed
too
it
good.
up.
That's too good to miss. We
I didn't back it up last week. I'm
on
going
a
to have to make up for it.
simultaneous backup here.
Let's see. And he spake this parable unto certain which trusted in themselves
Oh,
that they
boy.
were righteous and despised others.
Uh-oh.
Oh, man.
No.
That's what it's all about.
That's what
Yep.
it's all about.
Two men went up into the temple to pray, one a Pharisee and the other a publican.
Pooey. Publican.
But wait, there's more.
Oh, okay.
The Pharisee stood and prayed thus with himself.
What? Themself.
With himself. Well, that's where he got his justification from. His own self.
Yep.
God, I thank thee that I am not as other men, extortioners, unjust, adulterers, or even as this publican.
Pooey.
See, now Jesus just in the 8th verse got done. Nevertheless, when the Son of Man comes, will he find faith on the earth?
Yeah. And so this has caused him to speak this parable.
Right. And what he's saying is this guy that's the leader of the temple, of the religious system that is here now, that's supposed to be the example, is showing that he thinks everybody else is just blah. You know, just an old sinner, ain't worth the time of day, you know.
Doesn't have any love for anybody else in his heart at all. But he's a church leader.
Right.
He's the top dog when it comes to the religious assembly and all that.
That's
but
right.
he doesn't think anything of anybody else.
That's exactly right. Not even enough to, have enough respect to not try to embarrass somebody. Because he says, even as this publican
Right
is
there,
standing right
Eddie.
there. I mean, come on.
That's mean.
It is mean.
Thank God. Can you imagine, Tom, sitting in church beside of somebody? Oh, Jesus, I thank you. I'm not like this sorry person sitting right beside of me here.
I'm glad you pointed
Thank
that way.
God. Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't do you like that. I would be saying, thank God I'm just like this person. That I know that she runs around and I know that she's got a bad reputation. Thank God. Hallelujah. I'm not like her.
Right. I mean, that's just a terrible way to do somebody.
I can imagine that happening though, Tom.
Oh, yeah,
Can't
absolutely.
you?
Yeah, well, I mean, the thing is, the whole problem with that is the fact of him thinking that way shows that he does not have an ounce of faith in him.
No.
Because he would see the good instead of the bad. If he
Bingo.
did.
Oh boy, Tom, now you're talking about faith that pleases God.
Oh, yeah.
What do you want to bring that up for?
Well, that's just the way I am.
Can't I have faith and still do whatever the heck I want to?
Well,
No.
within reason.
I'm supposed to please God.
right.
Boy.
That's right.
Anyway, but it says they trusted in themselves and despised others. So
Yep.
their God has gotten totally out of the equation somewhere.
Yep. See,
Whenever you can despise somebody, you're out of God's equation.
Yep. And despise, if you don't know, that means you esteem it lowly, that you give it little thought.
Yeah.
And the thing is, if there are the extortioners and unjust and all of that, they should be ones you should have a heart toward, to want to see them be able to come out of those things.
Yeah.
Because there's torment with all that.
Ideally.
There's torment with all that.
Yeah.
Oh well.
All
Let's
right.
go on with it. And here's his justification, because it says that he trusted himself that he was righteous. I fast twice in the week and give tithes of all I possess. So
It's
there
like
you go.
my works.
Yep.
Look what I do. I tithe every week and I confess and I pray all this time. But that sorry so-and-so lived down the street. They ran around cheating on their husband, doing all kinds of stuff. Thank God I ain't nothing like them.
Right.
Oh boy. Well, let's see what
Yeah.
the rest of the story is, Tom.
All right. And the publican, standing afar off, would not lift up so much as his eyes unto heaven, but smote upon his breast, saying, God be merciful to me, a sinner.
He told the truth.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, Lord, I need your mercy. I'm not after your praise. I'm not after the spotlight. I'm not after men patting me on the back. I need some mercy here. I don't have to tell you what I've done good or what I've done bad. All I have to tell you is I need you.
Right.
I need some
Exactly.
mercy in this situation.
Yep. Yep. Well, I mean, that even goes back to what we were saying about Psalm 107 today.
Mm-hmm.
That, the focus of that psalm is about the mercy of the Lord that endures even on the people who is called, even in the psalm, fools, because of their transgression, because they put themselves in a position of separation from God.
Yeah.
They put themselves in a position of being close to death even because of being separated from God. But it says, cry, and the Lord hears you. They cried to the Lord, and He delivered them from their distresses. He sent His word and healed them, and delivered them from their destruction.
From all of their destruction.
And it's the same thing. We don't know the backstory behind this publican, what he's done. He may have been an extortioner. He may have been unjust. He may have been an adulterer. But he knew when he came into who he was dealing with when he came to God.
Yeah. And he knew what to expect.
Right. And he had just laid himself before God.
Oh, boy.
And he was real with Him.
Get real with God. Man, if people would just get rid of all these facades and speak the truth and let themselves just talk to God in a real way instead of having all of this, religious dialogue and say, God, I need help. I'm tormented in my mind. I'm worried about this. I need help with this. I'm worried about my kids or whatever.
Right.
And just talk to Him just like this guy is, just being real. And not making any kind of, pretense or any kind of, religious rigmarole like this Pharisee did.
Yep.
But just lay it down, Tom. I like how you put that.
Oh, yeah. In verse 14, I tell you, and this is in red, so it's Jesus telling you, this man went down to his house justified rather than the other.
Boy.
For everyone that exalteth himself shall be abased, and he that humbleth himself shall be exalted.
So I'm telling you what, one was justified, their prayer got answered, and one didn't. Well, the one wasn't even a prayer. We can just start by saying that because the Pharisee was just talking to hear himself talk.
Oh, yeah, he was just giving himself a little personal pep rally,
Yeah, but the other one was crying out to God. And Tom, that seems like to be the theme because we talked about that all morning too. It's like crying out to God, that the righteous cry and the Lord delivers them.
Right.
Those who are in trouble, they cry. When they cry out, He seeks them. He delivers them from all their fears.
That's right.
And the crying out to the Lord. And we talked about the fact that, if we didn't get a benefit we were entitled to at work,
Right.
we would cry out.
Oh, absolutely,
We would say, wait a minute, I'm not receiving what you promised me.
Yep.
And this publican cried out and said, I want to receive what you promised me. I want the mercy that I've heard other people talk about.
Yeah.
I want to receive this that I've heard other people say, that you can come to God and He'll be merciful to you.
Right.
You see, and that's what he thought about. And he said, oh God, be merciful to me.
Right.
Well, that's what blind Bartimaeus cried out.
Yeah.
And they said, shut up. Quiet down.
Right.
He heard that Jesus was coming along the way. He couldn't see Him, but he heard about it.
Right.
He's like, Son of David, have mercy on me. He's all happy. Here He comes. Son of David, have mercy on me. He's excited. The Son of Man's coming. The miracle worker's coming. The healer's coming. Son of David, have mercy on me. And the crowd got behind Him and they were excited with Him. No!
Shut up. Be
When
quiet.
you're making your cry of faith, when you're crying out to the Lord, here's what people are going to tell you. Shut up.
Be quiet.
Be
Nobody wants
quiet.
to hear you.
Hold your peace.